Wholeness. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rashida Silvertree, and today's topic is humanity. Why is it so difficult to let go of expectations? This is, I guess, more out of fear. What is life like? What is love like without holding any expectations that someone or something owes you something? You deserve to be happy. You deserve good fortune, or you deserve this bad thing happening to you, right? It's all about preserving what we think or what we feel we deserve. So if we feel that we deserve respect, if we feel that we deserve happiness, if we feel that we deserve stability, if we feel like we deserve love, then that's what we actually demand from everyone and everywhere. And every time we get disappointed, we get rejected, we get abandoned, we get forgotten about, we're neglected. I would say that there is true freedom in holding no expectation for another. That is the ultimate freedom. I think the best way to practice non-attachment or no expectation is in a committed relationship, right? Your job expects you to fulfill a role, like motherhood. Your child expects you to fill a role as mother or father. Your neighborhood expects you to fill a role as neighbor. Your country expects you to fulfill a role as a citizen. A lover expects you to fulfill a role as a lover. We are surrounded by expectations. And here we are as human beings, always disappointing one another, always hurting one another because of this. How do we walk around with no expectations for another person and live normally and cope with each other emotionally? This is something that I'm asking myself. You know, for a lover, whether you're married to your lover or not, or whether you have multiple lovers or not, this message is for all humanity, okay? It's not gender specific or anything. Like, how does one operate in a relationship like that? Like, I don't expect your loyalty. I don't expect for you to treat me with respect. All of that is a choice, I think. And having a choice is very powerful, very freeing, but scary as hell. Because then you give that other person the freedom to really be and choose and to do what they want, whether you're a part of it or an alignment of it or not. There is should not be obligation to do anything. And I think that comes with a two-edged sword, because now in today's young generation, they avoid accountability and responsibility like the plague. And it's very, very steeped in victimhood. And their expectations for society is to bend to their will. Say yes to me or I'm going to melt. And they don't know that their expectation, from society as a whole, is causing great suffering. This is very, very difficult for human beings to cope with. You can love somebody so much not knowing that you're possessing them, that you are putting them in a prison. I think being real with what you expect is the ultimate source of freedom. That's the first step. It's just acknowledgement that you have expectations. Oh, I don't expect her to do anything. I don't expect him to do anything. And also on the same like coin, but different side of the coin here, Saying you absolutely have no expectations whatsoever is also a kind of a scapegoat to avoid having to state your needs, having to state your wants and your desires. Oh, I don't want anything. No, 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 I don't need anything. I'm good. I'm good. And you're not. We all have wants. We all have needs. We really do. That we can't fulfill ourselves by ourselves, that we need from another person. So you say to the other person, "Hey, I'm expecting this from you because I need this from you." Right? Like, I need kindness from you. I need respect from you. I need love from you. I need warmth from you. I need affection from you. It's weird, and I'm struggling with this because I had a discussion with my mentor not so long ago, and he's like, "Nadja, you need to let go of all expectation." How does one do that? How do you do that in a relationship? I want to know. You guys, please share with me. How does one let go completely? And you don't expect anything from your mate or from your friends. Your job is one thing, because we all know they're like, if you're not working for yourself, you have to meet the expectations of your job. See, it's like surrounded in every facet of living. So how do we as human beings go without this? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can have really bad things happen to you, and then that kind of breaks I don't expect anything from this person or this whole group of people, because time and time and time again they failed to meet my expectations, and so I no longer expect anything from them. And I think that's the only way. You get your heart broken so many times, whether it's platonic or romantic, and you're just kind of like, I don't care anymore. I now know not to expect anything from this group, right? Or this person, or this type of person, or this community, or whatever. So it's an open-ended question here, because I'm like, I don't have all the answers. I would never claim to have all the answers, but Jagali. Because if anything, you set yourself up to get really hurt and use the F up if you don't state any expectations for another person. It just sounds odd to me. Hey, if you let go of all your expectations, you'll keep yourself from getting hurt. What? No, you won't. You're still going to be hurt. You're still going to get hurt. It's just people who take advantage of that. In another way, yes, I do understand the power of, like, holding no expectation, like having no expectation. That is the source of ultimate freedom, where you are no longer hurt by people and you have let go of expectations of them, right? That's where I feel like any spiritual person wants to be, but it's not a human thing. We expect to receive the care that we give, right? We expect the love that we give back. That's what makes being in love or being in a loving connection with someone, platonic or romantic, doesn't matter. But that's what makes it worthwhile, is because we're able to give and we're able to receive what's been given, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful exchange. But to say that we don't or we shouldn't expect anything, that's kind of delusional in a way. It's like, oh, well, I'm good. I don't expect anything from you. I don't want anything from you. But then on the other side of that, it's freeing too. And that kind of lean more towards that. It's like, you know, for the potential partner, I'm like, I don't expect anything from you. You do you. You be you. You be your most authentic self. And if it's meant for me and it's meant for us to share with each other, by all means, whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. You don't. I don't have to bend over backwards. You don't have to bend over backwards because it just is. But at the same time, I'm like, wait a minute though. But like, we all have needs and wants, and so we expect the other person to fulfill those needs and wants. And you know what? And maybe what I'm saying is like, because there are some people who really, their expectations for their other person is so completely bogus. I expect her to be my everything. I expect her to be my savior. I expect him to show up in every little thing, every little thing that falls apart. I'm expecting him to fulfill my emotional needs. I'm expecting him to save me. That is toxic, unhealthy, and yes, you should look into that. You should like kind of evaluate your expectations and what they are. That's codependency to like a T, like for real. So yeah, it's just an open-ended question because I struggle with it because it's like, okay, you got to be honest about what you expect from another person, but then simultaneously you have to release the expectations and just let them surprise you. Let them give what they're capable of giving. And if it's not enough for you, walk away. And if it is enough for you, then give it back. Then that beautiful exchange can happen. But I think it's a double-edged sword. You can't go throughout life and not have any expectations because then you're not acknowledging what your wants and needs are from another. And then you can't be so freaking codependent, like this person fulfills my every single need. Everything I need I get from this person. That is unhealthy. That is dangerous. That is toxic. That's enabling. That sets you up to attract a narcissist. Like, it's not a good thing. Excuse me. Ooh, this tea's hitting. Raspberry tea. So yes, please let me know what your what you guys, where that sits with you all. I'm curious because I have some seasons where I'm like, I don't have any expectations from you, like, bruh, like just do what you will. And if it vibes, it vibes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm solid within myself. I'm solid with me, but I'm not gonna force you or try to convince you. Mm-mm. And then there are seasons where I'm like, these are all my expectations. This is what I expect. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, can you deliver? All at the same time, like, I'm practicing non-attachment. So, very interesting. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. Mwah! See you. Bye. Thank you for tuning in.